good afternoon, everyone. We're super excited to have you all here. Thank you so much for coming by to the Old People Olympics. That's right, you are coming into the Nursing Home Olympics, and we're super excited to introduce all of our old folks that are going to be racing in the Olympics today. First and foremost is a young man with a long beard and a large red shirt on. Sir, I believe your name tag there says your name is Lazy Man. Mr. Lazy Man, what Olympic sport will you be doing today, sir?
My name is Lazy Man Gamer, and today I'm gonna be playing How Fast Can I Lose My Dentures While Eating a Toffee.
Sounds like a wonderful thing. And what's that there in your pocket? You got a character sheet. What does that there say?
Oh, I haven't been able to read since I lost my eyes in the war. Took 2 arrows right to the eyeballs.
Well, thank you, and good luck today on the events of denture finding. Over here we have a nice human. Hello, human, with your cook hat on. How are you? You look like you used to be sold in a pet shop at one point. How can I help you?
I'm here to compete in the shortest jump category. I hear if you leave the floor, you win.
Oh, so the shortest jump. How long have you been practicing?
Oh, I can't practice because of my hip.
Oh, so you're like a one-jump Dan?
It's a one and done kind of thing.
Well, good luck today, sir. I hope you win. And last but certainly not least is this strange man wearing a large turtle shell around his back. Sir, what's your name?
What?
Your name? What's your name?
Who's Ham?
Yeah, there's some loose ham over there.
Well, go get it.
Are you competing in the Olympics today, sir?
No, I'm just visiting my granddaughter. She's over there.
What is she doing?
Where am I?
You're at the Special Olympics for old people.
I don't want to be here. Can you take me home?
No. Good luck finding your way home, sir. All right, well, that is all of our competitors for the Nursing Home Olympics, ladies and gentlemen. And let's begin tonight's episode of A Dicey Experience. What a bit. What a bit.
Did any of us actually say who we are?
We have Lazy Man Gamer, Meerkat, and Stolen. Lazy Man's playing a Herringon Rogue. Meerkat is playing a human cook, cleric, person man. And good old Stolen is playing Crew Saipan, the one-armed turtle who casts magic. Yeah, that was a big episode for Mr. Crew last week. Do you want to tell us about it?
So we made it into the prison to rescue Drake and the brothers and Smoke, who was my old leader in my clan. Then we got ambushed by a Earth Genasi who claims to be the son of my patron. And we fought him and killed him, and now we're on our way out.
That sounds about right. He's transformed his mafia factory into a large castle. You now are in the middle of this large castle. The roof is cracked open, and there's a large earthquake beginning to shake. What do you all begin to do?
Jean is going to grab the sword that once contained the genie, and then he's going to race back over and start looting the body of this fallen guy.
Okay. You, for the brevity of time, you find 60 gold pieces on him. His suit is now like a white cloth on his body, almost like a Roman robe. But if you pull that off his body, you realize there's some magical aura about it. I can explain what that is. But you do notice that there's a small tag on it made by Torg's Great Emporium of Magic Items and stuff. The animated shield is also next to his body. Other than that, he doesn't really have much else on his body. There is a broken holy symbol that is on a necklace around his body. It's a hexagon shape, and on it there is a sun that looks like it's coming up for the dawn, and the rays are coming off of it. But it is cracked open, as if the center of it has cracked into, almost like the castle is doing right now. And there are fingerprints, but not fingerprints of when you have Play-Doh and you crush something with your hand.
Yeah, like
That
an
same
indent.
kind of an indentation, finger indentations of an entire hand around it that almost look like it would have been crushed by the hand, and that the symbol from the center has cracked open because of that. Yet he's still wearing it around his neck.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do there?
I'll just give him a little slap on the cheek and say, "Thanks, you old chum."
Okay. Roll me a roll me a Constitution check.
Constitution check.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, 10 plus 2, 12.
You're lucky that your hand didn't get cut in his chiseled chin, rock-like chin.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
good job. Well done. Huzzah.
And thanks.
And thanks. The building shakes again, and I need everybody to make a dexterity check.
Check or saving throw?
Check.
13.
13.
12.
Amazingly enough, Crew and Lucas, excuse me, are able to stand firm while the ground is shaking. Jean, you slip a little bit, and you feel like you're about to fall, but you're not quite there, but you're very, very close to falling over. The brothers begin to scream a little bit. Tenemos que salir, vamos, estamos listos para salir. Aquí está la salida. Vamos a la salida, por acá, por acá. Trying to scream at you guys. Come this way, hurry. The exit's over here. The exit's over here. You see V kind of stand back up. She did fall over. She goes, "There's no time. We have to teleport out." And you see her begin to draw a large circle with purple runes being written on the ground. As she's beginning to write a teleportation circle on the ground. The room shakes again.
Crew is going to immediately stand up and run towards V in the circle. We need to get out of here. Let's go.
John's gonna get up and look between where the dwarves are saying the exit is and this teleportation circle. Like, what's the difference?
There's a teleportation circle on the ground. The exit looks like a doorway that is about to cave in.
Ugh.
We don't know where that door goes to.
This is true.
Is there anybody still in a cell? Is there anybody still trapped or locked up?
No,
Did we get everybody out?
There's you did get everybody out. There's still the weird lizard guy that's up in one of the bird cages up top, and he's jumping up and down. He's trying to break out, but your old captain kind of gives you a look, Crew, kind of like with the white eyes, like, well, don't let him out, kind of a look.
We need to go. I know y'all don't trust her, but trust me that I trust her. She will get us out of here.
Jean waves over, "Nuevo Capitan aquí! Nuevo Capitan!" And point at the circle on the ground and wait for the spell to be complete.
Goomba, don't speak dwarf. What is yelling? Where we go? Why we not go out big hole?
Kuma, this will take us to the ship.
To the ship,
Yes.
which will take us to the smashery.
We're in the Smashery. We're leaving Smashery, so you can go home.
Oh. Okay. Goomba kind of sulks over. He's got the Morning Star that he'd been playing with in his hands. He's dragging behind him. The other barbarian tries to run up and grab it, and he kind of snatches it back and gives him a glare, and he jumps into the portal and vanishes. The other barbarian follows.
I trip the other barbarian as it's going towards the circle.
The brothers grab Drake, and even though he may not be down, oh no, he's not down. That's right. He came up and started kicking some butt.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, they're all gonna just saunter their way over to the hole.
Smoke, you go too. I'll take the rear.
All right. Be safe. Lucas, you feel a touch on your shoulder.
You're soft.
You feel a gentle touch on your shoulder, and then almost a brush of golden hair brushing against the side of your body. As you look to the left, you see your patron walk past you, not acknowledging you, not saying anything to you. And as she does, everything around you seems to slow down. You watch as she walks up steps towards the man that you all just defeated. And there's someone new there. White skin, golden hair, cut in a bowl cut. He's got on a toga with a golden strand around his waist that ties like a belt. He's on his knees and he's weeping next to the Earth Genasi that's on the ground. You go to say something to your patron. She turns to you and puts her finger up to her mouth to silence you. The Nilbog appears behind the man that's weeping. His head is low, and this is the first time you've ever seen the Nilbog not act crazy or spaz out, but rather seems to be mournful with the man that is crying. And puts his hand on his shoulder. Your goddess walks up, grabs him by the hands, and lifts the man up. The man weeps into her shoulder for a moment. What languages do you speak?
It's just common and dwarvish.
They speak in a heavenly and angelic language that is so beyond comprehension for you. Back and forth for a moment. He's actively crying, obviously frustrated. And she's trying to console him. After a moment, he takes a deep breath, leans over, and you watch as he reaches down and pulls the soul out of the body of the Earth Genasi. And in the process of doing so, it's almost like he's grabbing the holy symbol and pulling him up from the holy symbol. Holy symbol floats in the air. You see it slowly get repaired into his hand, in the hands of the man that is pulling him up. And the spirit is there, definitely in the form that you recognize, but definitely in a spirit-like form. No, I deserved it. It was my glory, my inheritance. It should have been mine! Child, I tried to tell you there was other forms of glory. If you had only listened. No! It was for me! I was born first! It was my right! I'm sorry. You have lost. And he removes the holy symbol from the spirit's head. And you watch as it begins to swirl. And the spirit zips over and flows into Crew's ring. Crew's ring glows yellow for just a brief moment and then goes back to that bluish color. The three gods that you see before you embrace one last time together. Or your goddess turns back, again, motions like this with her finger in front of her lips, and then snaps. And everything moves back into real time again, with Crew pushing you in to the teleportation hole. Crew, you're the last one in the room. What do you do?
I just kind of look around for a second, make sure there's nobody else in here, and then I leap in.
You guys go through. Where you appear is a little jarring, because you get shot out of that fountain that you guys saw in the middle of the Italian restaurant that you guys went into. And as you get shot out and land hard on the ground, the building itself is beginning to change shape back into what it once was. Just a raggedy old dingy bar. What do you guys do?
We need to get out of here. There's no telling how many of his lackeys are still around and who's loyal to who.
That's
We gotta
true.
go.
Smoke, V, can y'all handle this?
Yes, I don't remember there being anybody else, though. Crew, you just got back.
I know, but I have other things I need to handle.
You will be after him. I know, but I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
I don't know what came over me, why I acted that way, but I never would have wanted her.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know, V. I know that wasn't you. I know that was his influence. You don't have to apologize for something like that.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes.
Is there any way I can make it up to you?
You can make up to me by taking care of yourself, taking care of this town.
She nods. You hear a loud commotion from behind you as two barbarians are wrestling over a morning star in the back of the room. Table breaks.
And maybe, V, fix that table that Kumba just broke.
She nods. Who's Kumba? Kumba! Kumba, break another table! Give me it back!
Kumba, do not break the table, or we're leaving you here.
Where is here? He says as he holds a table above his head.
Not home where you want to go.
Big boat?
This isn't the big boat, but it's close to the big boat.
With the bugbear's face to punch?
Exactly.
That one? And he points at Drake. No, dude, no. No face punching. I'd like to see you try, but no face punching.
How about this? Kumba, if he starts drinking, you get to punch him.
Kumba looks down and sees the bottle on Drake's hip. Kumba like.
All right.
And he throws the table and it breaks. Kumba ready.
All right, come on, guys, let's go. V, Smoke, please take care of yourselves. And this isn't goodbye. It's I'll see you soon. And I'm gonna give them a quick little side hug before I run out the door.
What time of day is it?
Yeah, and I'm assuming the restaurant was empty at this point.
Yes. It's around midnight.
Okay.
Y'all went late in the night, right when it started turning dark into the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
Traveled down there for a little while. Dealt with a mimic. It's around midnight.
Is the restaurant still the same look as it was? Like the magical facade is still there?
Magical facade has faded. It's turning back into that dingy bar that we described back in the Crew special episodes. Though when you walk out inside to the town, that the magic itself still seems to be kind of holding some sort of magic there of wealth. It's almost as if, like, when the magic broke, the genie allowed certain things to stay wealthy, keep a town that is now used to this new wealth to keep happening. The things that wanted to be returned back to normal have been returned back to normal.
Listen, we're gonna have to steal a ship. That's kind of me and Drake's specialty. If y'all follow along, I think we can.
Why can't we use our ship?
Well, I'm not sure. I guess you didn't see. It's gone.
I mean, I'm assuming it's under Lily's command at the moment.
We have no idea. If I recall correctly, there was a massive explosion that we heard, and then there was no longer a ship.
And we can't contact anybody there.
I have no way.
Nilbog? Oh, Nilbog.
The first time you've ever called the Nilbog, and he's...
Alright, well, we can at least commandeer a ship for now and see if we maybe see them out at sea somewhere.
I'm hoping that they still have command of the ship and it is just offshore, so that would be preferable.
Our captain's body is still on that ship, so I really don't want to dive down to the bottom of the ocean and rescue him.
Speaking of captaincy, might be a conversation for a few hours from now, but why don't you let me take the lead on this one?
Okay, for the time being.
We can revisit it.
So let's get down to the docks.
Yeah.
As we're running down there, you see Crew just kind of listing to the left because he doesn't have his right arm to like help him run in a straight line anymore.
Did we pick up your arm? Is your arm still there?
No, I think we left it there.
Yeah.
Is Crew running so funny, Master?
Well, he lost an arm.
What? How did he lose an arm?
It got chopped off very quickly.
Nameless runs up real quick next to Crew, and while you are running, he's still sniffing at your shoulder where your arm is missing.
I just kind of like
sniffing.
trying to slap him away as he's doing it. Stop it, you annoying pest.
He licks the wound.
And now it's infected.
That tastes funny, Master.
Don't eat Crew. That's
okay.
We don't eat people.
Okay.
Unless I tell you to.
Eat Crew?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Okay.
What about the other turtle?
No. Don't eat anyone unless I tell you to. Why are you asking to eat people? That's strange.
He's got the taste now.
Oh. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
As you guys are running, you see Kumba stop and he stares wide-eyed at a large building. It's 2 stories. It's got a big sign outside with a large muffin. Can we go in here?
I think he's closed for the night.
Oh,
We have food on the ship.
big muffins?
Sure. I'll make you one, Kumba.
Okay. And he keeps running. Drake is just kind of going, why are we bringing this guy along? Is it really necessary? The brothers are moving as fast as their little legs will take them. Very stocky runs. But you guys eventually make your way down to the docks. Things seem to be pretty cleared out. There is a full moon in the sky that adds enough light for you guys to look out onto the waters. Everybody make a perception check for me.
Okay.
20.
14.
Natural 1. Crew's in too much pain.
Crew, you find yourself staring into the moon. You've been told not to stare into the sun, but you've never been told not to stare into the moon. So, you're too busy dealing with Nameless, who seems overly adamant like a dog, trying to figure out what's wrong with your arm, knowing that something's wrong and missing.
Do we have any of those bandanas left over? If I can tie this up, maybe he'll stop sniffing it then.
Sniff, 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 sniff. Nobody's got a bandana. Got it.
I take
I got nothing.
I take off my pants and wrap it around my arm.
Oh, I've got a shirt from my traveler's pack, so I'll take that out and kind of fashion a little like cover for it. I guess I'll also make sure that it's
Cauterized.
The bleeding is staunched and
Which I think
it's,
I think the actual slicing of it cauterized it, if I remember right.
That is correct.
maybe I should get something like this.
As you're putting on the sling, I guess it would be a sling. I don't know what you would call that. You're putting on the
It's not
cloth over the wound.
yeah.
I want to call it a stump cover.
Stump.
A step
As
cover.
you're putting the stump cover on, Crew, you look out into the water out in front of you that is almost as clear as glass, and you do see your ship flying its colors with the flaming blade up on the crow's nest, hanging up high in the air, as high as Lily can lift it in the air.
So barely above the deck.
Barely above the crow's nest, yes. It's almost as if she's standing on the crow's nest holding it up. But it is out there, Lucas. You can see it.
I swear I wasn't here when we last time.
Yeah, out there where? Like out there in the harbor parked where we left it, or like
Oh, no, not
in the
not parked. You left-
bay?
in the
Where
bay.
is it? Okay.
like out far enough that she knew she'd get it out far enough
Okay.
away from the folks that were trying to take the ship from her. So she got it out in the bay and has the flame sword held high to try to ward off any intruders.
Oh, there it is. Here's our ship.
Yes, definitely was not there earlier. This simplifies things significantly.
Very much so.
It's been
How-
there the whole time. I
how
watched
do-
you guys from this bush looking for it, and you never saw it. I watched it stay there like you told me to.
Now, how do we get it back into the harbor, though?
You can fly us there for.
No, we'll
What's in
go
your
out
powers?
to it. We'll go out to it.
I can really do that after I rest.
Are there any like small skiffs or anything like that, like larger than a rowboat but smaller than a ship? Like maybe like something that could carry like 12 men or something like that with 1 or 2 sails. Like nothing massive, you know what I'm saying?
There's a small like fishing ship there. Again, there's a bunch of different ships out on the dock from those wizards and different folks that were going out and artificers that were going out. So there's a bunch of those little boats that could fit about 12 people. There's one that you see that looks pretty good. There's a dock. It's right kind of in the middle of it all. And there's a bunch of boats that are tied there. There's no none of them are chained up with locks or anything.
Mm-hmm.
because the townspeople were more concerned about making the money versus losing the boat because they felt like they could just keep making more money.
Yeah.
Or buying another boat.
Are the docks pretty dead?
The docks are pretty dead, except for in the center of the dock, there's definitely somebody there that looks like they're supposed to be guarding. But it's an ogre. And he's in a big old lawn chair, and he is definitely passed out. There's drool coming down the side of his face, and he's snoring pretty loud. He's got a dagger in his right hand that's just kind of hanging, loosely holding onto it on his right hand. And his left, he's got a stuffed bear. He's got a wife beater on and a pair of swim shorts.
Okay. Is there a larger vessel around? Like a big ship? Like our size or larger?
Yes, there are some of those.
Okay.
It looks like there are some people on them.
Okay, I have a plan.
Remember, I only have one arm.
I'm going to create a distraction. You guys are going to get down to that small ship there, and I'm going to point to the 10, 12-man skiff. You're going to push it out, and you are going to row to the front of that ship, and I point to the much larger sailing ship. That is where you are going to pick up myself and Nameless. Do you understand?
Sure.
Why can't we go on the boat?
We're going on the boat, Nameless. Just give me a minute. Okay,
I mean,
does this sound doable?
I can't row, but sure.
There's like 10 of us. We've got the 2 dwarves, we've got Drake, we've got Lucas. We should, Kumba.
Kumba go with crew.
Be able to do this. Yes.
Yes, Kuba, come with me.
Myself and
Kumba go.
Nameless will create a distraction.
Kumba has a name. It's Kumba.
30 seconds after we leave, you guys come charging after us, quietly, stealthily, in the dark. That way we can get this thing timed up right. Alright? Any questions?
No.
No.
Alright.
Kumba raises his hand.
Yes, Kumba. Yeah, my
Kumba
lord.
go with you in the dark.
No, that will not be good.
What is this thing?
Kumba,
to
Kumba,
Nameless?
your job is to ensure that crew gets to the boat safely.
Okay,
So
he goes and picks crew up and holds him.
Okay.
Good job, Kumba.
That works.
My feet just start kicking.
Jean looks over at the dwarves. Nuevo Capitan? Gives him the thumbs up, like, arches an eyebrow.
No creo que queremos tú como para el nuevo capitán. Sí, sos un poco loco.
Okay. Tacos on Tuesday. All right.
¿Tacos? No dije nada. Pues,
Drake,
tacos,
I'm
vamos.
Drake, I'm really depending on you on this one. Get the skiff to the front of that boat.
I can do it.
Does Drake
All right.
speak Dwarvish?
I have no idea.
You get enough liquor in me, I can speak anything you want me to.
Okay, Nameless. Very important job for you.
Yes.
You are going to chase after me and make it look like you are trying to kill me and you are a ferocious dragon.
But I don't want.
We're acting. This is a skill that we need to develop.
We're playing chase?
We are playing danger chase. We have
Bite
to.
you?
You can spit poison at me. Don't bite me. Don't tackle me. Just chase me. And
The
make
rules
sure.
are getting harder for this game.
Okay. Don't catch me, but chase after me. Spit poison at me. If I tell you to, I will tell you when. Okay.
Okay.
But just chase after me. Sound good?
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. And John will take off sprinting down towards the dock.
Okay. Nameless to start chasing after you.
Yeah, so when I get next to this guard, as I am sprinting past him, I'm just gonna yell, "Dragon! There's a dragon!" and keep running past him towards that big ship.
Okay. Yeah. So he roll me a loudness check. What would that be?
Oh, wow.
Persuasion. Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay, I can do
Yeah.
that. That is a 18.
It's okay. He got a natural 1.
Okay.
So he jumps up, screaming. He swings his dagger about, but he's spinning at the same time because he's still kind of in that sleepy daze where you're not quite, not kind of awake, and yet you feel like you have to be doing action.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like when your boss comes to wake you up for work and you start running around and trying to find your pants, or your dad wakes you up for school and you're like 2 minutes late or whatever.
Yeah.
And so anyways, he's starting to spin around a little bit, like he's trying to stab at the air, and he falls into the harbor.
Okay.
Bubbles start coming up from the water as he's splashing about and making some noise.
Yeah,
But,
so I'm just going to keep running past him.
should we help him?
No, keep chasing me. He's fine.
Okay. Nameless keeps chasing after you.
After the 30 seconds, we'll start sprinting towards the little skiff.
Okay. He was asleep next to it, so he's now in the water. You are able to get on the skiff, no problem. You start running towards the big boat.
Yes. I will like run up the gangplank
Okay.
and like get on the big boat, and still the whole time like just yelling, "Dragon! It's coming, dragon!" And like just run up towards the front of the boat.
Okay. People start kind of moving about. They're grabbing their swords. There's people tossing buckets out of the way. There's people that are diving and hiding. Make a persuasion check for me. Or
Okay.
intimidation, whichever you think would be more valid.
Persuasion, because I'm better at it. Or deception, one or the other.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 20, 29.
They are horrified. These people are jumping out of the way with their 5 on the die roll and moving out of the way, making room. There's people that are throwing things at Nameless and trying to get off our boat. What are you? No, this is no, get off. Why are they throwing tomatoes and things at me? I don't understand this game.
Don't worry, it's a part of acting. So Jean's gonna run like all the way up to, like the boats have like that little like, I don't know what it's called,
Yeah.
the tip thing on them.
Uh-huh.
And
You're our boat expert, and you don't know the name.
yeah,
of
I
the
know.
tip
I
thing?
don't know the name of the tip thing.
Okay.
And so like I'll make sure I'm communicating with Nameless, like, hey, make it look like you've got me cornered up here, and I'm gonna say, okay, on 3, I want you to shoot poison at me, and then follow me over the edge. At 1, 2, and as I say 3, I'm also gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself and cure the poison I'm about to be afflicted with.
Okay.
And then, but like as it's hitting me, I'm gonna fall over the edge and make it look like the dragon got me.
Okay. You guys on the other boat, what are y'all doing? Watching this big commotion, people are freaking out and panicking on this other big boat. Drake's kind of throwing things around, getting things ready to go. Crew's being carried by Kumba.
Kumba, sit me down near the back so I can be the lookout.
Oh, okay. And he puts you on the very edge of the back of the boat with your feet hanging off the back of the boat.
I hold them just so they're like right above the water so that I'm not getting wet.
Okay. Perfect.
Everybody get in. Let's start paddling.
I'm gonna jump in and tell Pancon in Dwarvish, get on the oars and row us out to that boat.
Got it. On it.
Kumba, you help.
Oh, okay. So he picks you back up again.
No.
Kumba can keep a drum beat.
Okay. He puts Crew and lays him flat on his lap and begins to tap on Crew's shell like a drum.
Good job, Kumba.
Like on my back or on my stomach?
You are laying on your stomach and he's patting on your back like a drum. Doom, 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 doom.
It's actually, you're not doing it too hard. It feels kind of nice. It's like a little massage.
Yes, my lady friend likes this. I can show you more.
Abort, abort, abort.
Drake gets the sail. Let's go. Lucas, are you on the boat?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys start rowing over, and guess we need to make an acrobatics check for Jean. See if he's able to match his timing up just right with the boat coming over. And I need you guys both to roll me an athletics check for your crew. So just a stock D20, you can add +2 to it.
12.
Ooh.
So 17 acrobatics.
12 with the boat roll.
Mm-hmm.
4?
4.
You're just doing a circle.
So Jean, you look for a brief second. Yeah, if I land right here, I'm gonna land in that boat, and then you don't. With a big splash and a sploosh, and Nameless is right on top of you, coming at you in the water. They're a good 15 feet away from you. It's almost like they were coming towards you, and then they arced a little bit to the right.
Yeah. So Jean is going to try and stay under the water as long as he can and swim over to the boat. And in his mind, he's going to tell Nameless, Nameless, I need you to go the other way and hide, and I'll call you to me.
Oh, okay.
It's part of the acting.
Okay. And so he paddles around. He gets up on the dock and shakes off like a dog, and you hear the people going, "Oh no, he's coming back for more! Pull up the gangplank! Hurry, pull the gangplank up!" And they start pulling the gangplank up, and there's a lot of commotion. The lights all kick on that boat. There's people now coming down from the city to hear whatever's going on with the loud commotion. But you guys are out in the harbor. You hear somebody out in the distance, "Hey, that's my boat! Somebody took my boat!
Our boat now.
That's not how things work!"
Maybe hire a better guard.
Where is Georgie?
He'll
There's somebody else on the boat.
He'll surface at some point. You just see a teddy bear floating in the water.
Yeah, there's a teddy bear floating in the water. There's a pair of shorts floating in the water, but no troll. No troll. It wasn't a troll. Was it a troll? I said troll, didn't I? No. Ogre. I said ogre. There's no ogre floating to the top yet. Huzzah! But you're on the boat, and you start making your way to your boat, and you're able to get there with people yelling and screaming at you. And there's some people that are panicking about the dragon. There's some guy randomly yelling about his boat. Koopa's banging on the back of Crucial. "You need to polish this more. It
Well,
is sad."
It's been a rough couple days. That will be remedied soon.
You need 2 hands for that.
No, I have my ways. We're good. I don't need help.
Kumba like to offer.
So, how fast can we get to the island and leave Kumba there?
Y'all make it back to the boat pretty quick.
As soon as we get back, Jean's going to call Nameless.
Nameless comes back onto the boat. Lily comes down and she puts her hand up like this. Half her face is melted as well. She's got hair missing from fire. There are scorch marks all over the deck. But there's a couple of dead bodies of some people on the deck. People you might recognize from the clan crew. No bodies, but people you still kind of recognize their face. They are very much dead. Sarah is trying to steer as best as possible, while Sally is kind of working as a stool for her to stand on while she's trying to steer the boat a little bit. Oh gosh! Hi! You guys came back? It's your little kobold friend comes running up. Oh, I was really worried, Master Lucas. And he gives you a big old hug on your knee area. I tried to prep the kitchen, but I was really worried. Some strange men came onto the boat, and I began to panic. And I was gonna go get some ice cream because you said I could do whatever I want now. But then,
This is me, Sawyer. You said.
your little kobold friend.
Okay. Sure. Freddy, we didn't forget you. You could do whatever you want, but
Can we get ice cream now?
we're gonna have to make our own. So we need to get everybody on the ship, and you can help me feed everybody as we're getting the hell out of here.
Okay, I never got any supplies from Drake or the brothers.
They did not bring supplies.
Oh,
We're gonna have to make do.
okay. Gosh, collard greens it is. And he walks off.
Drake,
You
Yeah.
guys ready?
Should have more than collard greens in the storeroom.
We have oranges.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's up?
Drake, Pancon, Francon, man the sails. Get the
Okay.
anchor up. Let's get out of here.
Yes,
Kumba,
I
get these
never wanna come
bodies
back.
into the ocean.
Why
Also,
is that small doll talking?
Ignore it. Ignore it. Tie off the skiff that we got. Make sure it comes with us. And let's get going.
Kumbus ties a surprisingly good knot. Throws the bodies off, but you all are able to sail out. No problems, no issues. The water is calm and it is peaceful. It is good.
Before Kumba throws the bodies overboard, Crew is just gonna walk around and make mental notes of each one that he can identify, so that if V contacts him, he can report.
Yeah, sounds good. I will leave those names to you and their their descriptions. So sail off. If Huzzah survived this encounter in Tortune.
Barely.
What are we doing now? We're out in the middle of the ocean. Do we want to jump to the next day, or y'all want to have a conversation? Is this 2 o'clock in the morning now? I feel like you're in a safe spot where you can set anchor and no one is coming after you.
I feel like Crew would want to go to sleep, but there's too much adrenaline in his body that he'll probably just kind of sit on the deck and stare out into space for a while.
Yeah, John's gonna keep sailing too. He wants to put as much distance between himself and this town as he can. So he'll, once they get far enough out, he'll work with Drake and the twins to kind of take I don't know, an hour or so to go and review the map and chart a course and start sailing that way.
Still heading towards...
Sailing towards I've forgotten what it is. The
terrarium?
Yeah, the terrarium. Yes.
Okay.
I want to go talk to Lily.
Go.
So we don't know what happened on the boat. I guess she can't really talk either. It was just Lily on the boat, or was there anybody else on the boat that we left behind?
Lily, Sally, Sarah, and Frederican.
Okay. Such a good choice.
Yeah. Who to choose?
I'm gonna go just talk to Lily, and Lily, thank you for protecting the boat and for protecting Freddy. I'm gonna try and just cast mending on her to see if we can make her look a little better.
Yeah, that actually works really well. It removes the scars, kind of brings the eye back in, repositions the face, and the hair grows back. She feels it with her hands, and she smiles. And this is the first time you've seen her put down the flame sword as she runs over and gives you a hug for it.
Oh, yeah, no, anytime. You're part of the crew.
She wipes her hands against her cheek as if she were crying. There's no tear there. But she steps back and nods.
Are Sally and Sarah okay? Are they in the same condition?
She nods her head yes, and points to herself and to the flame sword, and then to herself again. And then she points to Sally and Sarah and acts like she's closing a door, like a closet door.
You're in the closets. You take me to them.
She scratches her head, and she shakes her head no, 'cause she points back to them. They're definitely still up by the steering wheel.
Okay. I'm gonna.
But she points to a closet. Then she walks inside the closet, points at them, and then closes the door. Then opens the closet and acts like she's hiding. And then she goes back and points to herself and points at the flame sword and swings the flame sword around and points to some of the scorch marks where you know that some people were laying on the ground.
So they're not damaged. Is Sally and Sarah aren't damaged?
She nods.
Okay. All good. I am gonna go try and talk to Freddy.
Okay.
Anybody else wants to do anything first?
Crew at some point is going to attempt to crawl up into the crow's nest. I'm not sure how well that's going to go with one arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna need an athletics check with disadvantage, buddy.
But Crew is super athletic.
I've climbed a ladder one-handed before. This is possible.
Are we sure we had to do it with disadvantage?
It's with. Think about like your arm just got cut off. It's equilibrium.
Because I rolled a nat 20 on one of them. But the other one was a 15 plus 1, so 16.
So you made it. It wasn't too bad. It takes a little more time than normal just because you're having to get used to it, and the leaning is a little odd because you're a little off balance still.
Once I make it up there, is Fang up there?
He is.
I'm just going to kneel down beside him and start petting him.
He purrs. Do dragon fairies purr?
Sure.
He purrs.
And I'm going to grab my ring and just hold on to it and stare out into space. I feel like I need some alone time after everything that happened, especially since I'm pretty sure I'm about to get scolded by Jean.
No. That wouldn't
Roll
happen.
me a perception check.
6.
Never mind. You're too preoccupied with being scolded by Crew. By Crew? Nope, not yourself. You're too preoccupied with being scolded by Jean.
Potentially.
Lucas, you walk in and old Freddy's cleaning up from the dinner.
Hi, Freddy. I know we had when we first got on the boat, it was a little hectic, but I just wanted to check in with you, make sure you're okay.
Yeah, it was real scary having all those random people show up on the boat.
How did you get the ship out to sea?
Well, when we noticed people were starting to come that weren't supposed to, Sally and Sarah quickly pulled up the anchor, and right when they did that, Lily pushed them into a closet and locked the door. And she pulled out that fire sword and kept stabbing people, and Nameless and I were able to start getting the boat steered a little bit. No, I guess Nameless wasn't there. It was Fang. Fang and I got things going. Fang sat on my shoulder and kept nipping at my ear every time I turned the wrong direction. I guess.
You did a really good job, Freddy. I'm proud of you.
It was scary. People tried to stab me. And he pulls up like his shirt and there's like a whole gash right here that's just bleeding still.
Oh, Freddy. I asked you if you were okay.
Yeah. This is what all people have, right?
I'm gonna put my hand over and cast Cure Wounds on him.
He winces for a second and then realizes, oh, that's a lot better.
Oh,
I don't want to do that activity again, though.
If something like that happens again, you need to tell us, because that's bad. That's not okay.
Didn't know where you went.
Tell any of our crewmates. You could have told Lily. She would have helped.
Oh, he was busy stabbing people with that big fire sword. Why did John give that to her? It feels really dangerous.
Well, she is the one that can handle the sword, and obviously she did a very fine job at that.
I need to get a weapon, probably.
We can work up to that.
Okay. See him use the wooden spoon as a sword for a second.
Yeah, that's it. You can practice. You can. We can ask John if he can give you some pointers.
You think John would want to?
Yeah, he's a big softy on the inside.
I knew he was a stuffed bunny.
Let's not say that to his face.
Okay.
There was also this huge explosion.
Yeah. They came on board and she was stabbing him with the fire sword. And then they did a fireball and it boomed. Kind of blew up some of the gunpowder. Made a big old hole over there. That's what we've been working on while we were waiting for you. Sally and Sarah. Been a lot of time. They work really fast with wood. I was impressed. But we all agreed that we wish the brothers were here because it looks like just a He pulls back. Well, let me show you. And there's a giant rug over this thing, and he pulls it back. It's a terrible patch job. It covers a hole, but it's a terrible patch job.
I'll rank on and bank on about that, so they can redo that.
Are they okay? I heard rumors that they were in jail or something.
They were, but we got them out. They're back here. Everyone's safe and sound. Maybe not so much crew.
Can we trust them if they're going to jail?
They were in jail for the wrong reasons.
They were looking for some lady dwarves.
You can't go to jail just for that.
Oh, okay.
I think they were in jail because of us. Because of crew.
Crew? What happened to Crew? Did he do something bad? Should I worry about being around him?
No, he did do bad things, but he has made up for them. For now. Hopefully he keeps his word. You can help me by just keeping an eye on him. Making sure he doesn't do anything shifty.
He puts his hand up to his forehead and nods, stands up real straight. I'll get him with the wooden spoon if he does something naughty.
Feel like they're holding poorly, but okay.
Okay. What happened to his arm?
It got cut off by a very bad man.
Scarier than Lily?
Much scarier. Though Lily is a close second in scary level.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye on him. And you'll be watch Scary Lily too, or should I just stand behind her?
Stand behind her. You don't need to keep an eye on her. In fact, I think tonight we need to do something special for the crew, but also to celebrate Lily and all she's done for us.
Okay. Should we make a cake that's on fire?
We can do that. A cake with some flambe on the top. Let's do that.
Okay. Flambe. I don't think I've ever had that before. He says as he fades off into going to grab things for the cake in the pantry. Anything else y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk to me? What's happening? This is your story.
Yeah, I mean, Jean is just like sailing through the night.
Yep.
So until morning, I think he's just kind of sailing away.
Yep. Crew's just keeping an eye out until we decide to drop anchor, wherever that may be.
Eventually, you guys smell some good stuff being made from the kitchen. What all are you making with your cake there, Lucas?
A raspberry bundt cake with a raspberry liqueur in the middle that you light and to get the flambe, and the flames rise up in the middle, and we'll all gather around and give thanks to Lily and how she protected our ship, our home, and the ones that we care about most. And we'll give raise our glasses to Lily.
To Lily.
Para Lily. Para Lily. To Lily. Good job. Where'd you get this liqueur? Hey, you need somebody to taste test that a little bit more? Make sure it's still good.
I'll slip him the rest of the bottle.
Greg nods.
Does Kumba see this?
Kumba like cake. Why there volcano cake? Kumba smash it. Put it out.
I'll wait until the flames die down. We'll give you your piece of it, and then you can smash it.
Okay.
It's best if you smash it into your own face.
Looks like fluffy pizza.
Not quite, but you're getting there.
Oh, I smash it. And he does. And it's all over his face. Then he deals with Fang trying to lick it off, and Nameless chases him because he thinks it's some sort of game that they're playing on the boat. Kumba don't like this! You're right, Master. This game of chase is fun.
Who are you chasing?
Kumba?
Why?
He's got cake on his face.
Kumba is dangerous. I wouldn't chase him so much.
Oh, okay. You hear Kumba yelling and screaming with Fang hissing and making noises as you see. Yeah. Sorry, what were you going to say, Sean?
I was just gonna tell Nameless, you should come keep me company. I feel like we have a lot to talk about.
Oh, okay. He comes and sits next to you, lays next to you. Good boy.
Good.
What did you want to talk about, Father?
Oh, maybe another time.
You guys do make it on a good spot. You're able to get a long rest in, and it is a new day. What do we do?
So at breakfast, Jean will kind of drop the sails so they're not really moving forward so much because we're kind of just out in the open ocean. And have Nameless stay on the rudder, or stay on the helm, and hopefully that goes better than last time. And he's going to grab the like the community chest and bring it into the kitchen. And from that 60 gold, actually before I do that, I'm going to talk to Kumba. Kumba,
Yes.
would you like to be on this ship long term, or are you just seeking passage? Would you like to be a part of our crew?
What is... No, I do not want to mate with crew.
Would you like to stay on this ship long term and work under whoever the captain is? Or do you wish to return to your home?
Give Kumba lots of things to smash.
From time to time, but there's going to be a lot of days where you're just on the boat, working on the boat. If we get into combat or smashy situations, you'll be front of the mind.
Kumba okay with that.
Okay.
Where are you going on boat?
Currently, we are going to a place called the Terrarium. There's a cooking competition that Lucas is going to be a part of.
In the terrarium?
Yes.
That's strange, but okay.
Do you know about the Terrarium?
Yes.
What do you know about the Terrarium?
It is a strange place inside large dragon turtle body. And when you go in, it is like giant portal to many places.
Fascinating. It's a good thing you're a part of this crew.
Many say that it is like the roots of the great tree that connects all the worlds, created by Buhammet.
That's cool. Love to hear about that more some other time.
Okay.
Lucas, Frederican,
Yeah?
I'm wondering, Frederican, do you wish to be a part of this crew? I want you to understand that it means you may have more responsibilities. But the rewards, and John kind of jiggles the coin purse he's holding, the rewards are greater than simply tagging along with us.
You mean I'd have a responsibility? I get to be a part of the crew more so than just... I get to be a pirate? I'd have a title?
Yes, and John looks over at Lucas to, like, kind of give him a questioning look without words to make sure, like, he's okay with this.
Oh, give a nod behind,
Okay.
out of sight. Yeah.
Okay.
You'd give Freddy some of the shiny things? With his own horde?
Yes. Yes. It's more about building our horde, but you would certainly have a cut of it.
Well, you're not a dragon. Dragons hoard hordes.
Pirates do as well.
Oh,
It's one of the things we're known for.
okay. That could be exciting. Getting to have a part of a big old dragon horde? Pirate
Yes.
horde? Are they big as dragon hordes?
Sometimes they can be.
Ooh, is yours?
Not yet.
Oh.
We're just starting out.
Oh!
You know that. You've met us on our first journey.
Yeah, that's right. And you pushed me on the boat.
Well,
Somebody did.
we won't squabble about who that was. This long lost in the memories.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would be great. I would
Okay.
like that.
Well, Jean will pull out his brain calculator. And
Okay.
he's going to give each of the crew 7 gold what is that? 7 times. There's 8 of us. 56. Yeah, so then he's going to take the 4 extra gold and throw them in the chest that he brought. And then he's also going to pull out the animated shield, the genie sword, and the magic robe, and the holy symbol. And throw all of those in the chest as well. The last time we did this, there were only 4 of us, and it made it a lot easier. There's a few more of us now. So I'm not quite sure what the fairest way to do this is, but he'll pull on the robe first. Is there anyone who'd like to lay claim to this robe?
This robe is a 2-fold magic item.
Yeah, John doesn't know that. He doesn't really care either.
Do you want me to tell
Yes,
you
you
guys?
can tell the people.
Okay. It is a glamour robe in the sense that, like, anything you think of you want it to look like, it'll look like that. Kind of like a hat of disguise type thing. Same kind of situation. It also has an AC of 18.
Nice.
As if you're wearing plate mail. You can't wear other armor with it, but you can have a shield.
It was like plate mail.
Like plate, yeah, wearing plate, except you don't have like the disadvantage that you would have with plate. So it's an AC of 18. Gives you an AC of 18. You can't wear other armor with it, and it also turns into whatever you want it to look like.
One of y'all can have that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not super interested. Lucas, you want it?
Yes.
I can,
Whether
already,
You have to-
I can already disguise myself.
It's in a tuning item, so
John will look around. Any objections? Once,
No.
twice, and he'll hand it off to Lucas. Alright, we have this genie sword, and it is, again, free for anyone to take on one condition. It may never enslave another soul again.
it is a luck blade. And the luck blade comes with 3 wishes, but of course the genie has now been removed from the blade, so it just is a luck blade without the wishes.
So is that just like a regular short sword?
No. It is a long sword. And so it gives you +1 bonus to your attack and damage rolls. While the sword is on your person, you also gain +1 bonus to saving throws. The luck feature of the blade is if the sword is on your person, you can call on its luck. No action required to reroll 1 attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you dislike. Must use the second roll. This property can't be used again until the next dawn. Then it had 1d4 -1 wishes in it. While holding it, you can use an action to use the wish spell. Property can't be used again until the next dawn. The sword loses this property if it has no charges, and there are no charges left because the genie has left the blade.
I mean, if neither of y'all would want the blade, I'll take it. It may be easier to wield than my hand axe at the moment.
Go for it.
Again, it is a long sword.
John will hand it over to Crew.
Drew, what are you proficient with in blades?
Stuff. Just simple weapons.
That should be a simple weapon.
A long sword?
I think so. I'll look it up real quick. No, you're right. It is a martial weapon.
What about a scimitar or a short sword?
No, the only actually, there's not any swords that are simple melee weapons. Closest
stays a
thing would
long
be a
sword.
hand axe
Gotcha. All right, it stays a long sword then.
Okay.
or a sickle. You can still use it. It just means you don't add your proficiency bonus.
Right.
And then so John will pull out the animated shield next. Before we discuss this item, I feel as though we need to... Before we discuss this item, as the quartermaster, it is my duty to ensure that everyone is doing the tasks that they have been assigned on this vessel and ensuring that things run smoothly. It is my opinion that recent events have shown that we cannot trust Crew, as captain of this ship. Obviously, there were extenuating circumstances. He did not know he was leading us into a trap. But he also was not forthcoming about who he is or his connections in this city. And I think we should take a vote to elect a new captain. If Crew wins that vote, then he can remain captain. But I think now that these events have been brought to light, it would be a wise decision to change leadership if that is what the crew decides it wants to do.
Do you have a candidate in mind?
Goomba.
The way this typically works is we simply vote for who we want, the votes are read, and that person is captain. I'm sure y'all have heard of mutinies. That's usually when people conspire before these votes to elect themselves captain. I don't think anyone has had time to do such a thing, so the vote should be fair.
Are you wanting to do this as a public vote or as a written down anonymous vote?
The votes are written and then read publicly, so it will be anonymous, but who gets votes will be public.
I'm fine with stepping down. I know I've caused a lot of issues here. But if y'all want to keep me as captain, I'm happy to do that as well.
Now we have a bigger crew. It makes sense to have an elected leader rather than the first hand raised situation.
And John will look around at, the crew that's assembled there. I want to be clear, I'm not saying that Crew cannot be our captain, but I think these events warrant a vote, a reconsideration of that title. If you wish to vote for him, then all the more power to you.
So who has some paper and a pen so we can get this vote done with?
I've been handing most of the paper to Lucas.
Just like pockets, just all this paper. You've got a pencil somewhere. We'll go find a pencil. All right, and start ripping out little pieces of paper. There's 8. 12. Where did I get 12 from? 8 people.
Yeah, I haven't been counting the dolls or the animals. Nameless and Fang.
Lily, Sarah, and
Yeah.
Sally are not part of the crew.
I didn't give them any gold because... Are we having this conversation in character or out of character? Let's back up real quick.
Sally approaches
while
with
they're
some
lined up
flames.
beside us. Yeah.
Lily draws the flame sword.
Yeah. We're having a sidebar
Yeah.
in character.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they aren't living beings. Like, what do they need spoils for? They can just
No, but
take...
Maybe
after
that makes the perfect captain that they weren't taking anything
Yeah.
and they can't die.
after Lily protected this boat, I think they should at least have a say in if they want to be part of the crew or not.
Well... You know my feelings towards these creatures. They terrify me. And there's 3 of them, and not many of us. And I feel like they could form some sort of mutiny or coalition and use those 3 votes to take control quite easily. So what if we give them 1 vote and 1 share for the 3 of them? I mean, Nameless and Fang, they're sentient creatures as well. They can think, they have speech. I mean, by the same logic and reason, they've protected the ship. They should get a vote too, but I think that's nonsense.
Fine to give them 1 share, 3 of them, since they came with the Nilbog as a companion.
Yeah, we can start with that and see where it goes from there.
Okay. 1 share then. One share, one vote.
Yep.
And the scene is set. And next time, will be directed by a new captain.
Maybe.
Next time.
Maybe.
Goodbye. Oh, shoot.
He just left.
Okay. Yeah.
Gone. Yeah, I will stop recording now.